You ever have those moments where internally you're just like, "Ah!" and you don't know why? Yeah, that's kind of me right now. It's kind of funny. I'm actually like so used to just like bottling things inside and just stuffing it down that that was actually like difficult for me to do. I had to take several times just to scream. Like I can't just do that's hard for me now. I spend a lot of time with just pent up emotions just bottled up inside that I don't let out. I don't process or anything. And it's not that we need to like just vomit emotions onto people. That's stupid and unhealthy and very hurtful. You know, a lot of times you just got to keep it to yourself. But there's ways of processing it that are healthier than others, and that's one thing that we need to like figure out how to do. I'm not very good at processing, specifically like anger or frustration. I just like stuff it down. I don't know how to process it, and it gets to the point where like I've bottled everything up inside me, and like when it all just boils to the surface, it just kind of like implodes, and I just kind of like retreat into myself. Yeah, over the time I've become like disassociative from my own emotions, so that I feel things but I'm not really aware of what I feel. Like there's all these things inside my head and my heart that it just feels like a lot and it's intense, but I don't know what it is. So I'm finding that it's really helpful to just take some time and to slow yourself down, slow your thought process down, and just be like, okay, what am I actually thinking right now? What am I feeling? One of the things that's really helped me to kind of start to get in touch with my emotions a little more is actually like journaling as much as I can. I try to do it several times a day. Sometimes it doesn't happen like that. Sometimes it's every other day even. But I take some time to kind of write down like, okay, what am I feeling, and be as descriptive in what I am feeling. Like use very emotional words like, okay, I'm feeling very angry, and then I talk about like because of this, that, and the other, and I kind of just write out like why am I feeling what I'm feeling, and what is it that I'm feeling. And even though that like maybe I'm not necessarily like expressing it, or like it hasn't like come to the surface, that I'm aware of what I'm actually feeling, and that's been really helpful to kind of see my own emotions in that light, and it just brings things to light, and it helps me to just kind of get a hold of it, because when you're stuffing all these things down, you have no outlet. It just has this habit of exploding, and your hurt, your frustration, your pain, your anger, everything can just like explode onto the people around you, and that's really not something we want to do, because that just causes so much more pain in friendships and in family, and every connection you have with people, it just is so hurtful, and that's just something I'm just now coming to understand and walk out. There's other outlets for processing emotions that are really healthy and helpful. One of the ways that I also do it, and did it through high school, was through like poetry and through writing. Just putting it onto a page in creative language really helped me to just process life, process what am I feeling. That was very, very helpful for me. And like poetry, also like through music is similar, and or storytelling, anything, any like artistic outlet is really helpful for just like processing emotion. Maybe you're into like visual art, like painting or drawing or graphics art. That's really, you can use that as a tool to kind of come to grips with your emotions, and to like really let yourself feel. And I think that's really important. We don't spend enough time in our day-to-day to just feel and understand what it is we're feeling and why. Because we don't do that, we don't really understand ourselves and how we react to things. So it can be very helpful just to really get into that and engage in that, and really really just feel what you feel. You know, emotions aren't wrong. So yesterday I had some of the strongest coffee that I've ever had. It was awful. It was like punch you in the face kind of strong. I love coffee. I love like dark coffee and stuff, but this stuff was ridiculous. Um, and it actually like elevated my heart rate to the point of like just how fast my heart was beating, just tired, and like it just wore me out. I got really tired, and I actually just kind of like had anxiety, like a steady flow of anxiety throughout the whole day. And then just at the end of the day, I was just done. I just kind of like, I crashed. But I'm going with some friends to play with puppies today. And that ought to do the trick. That ought to help out, you know. Everyone loves puppies. I'm a dog person, personally, but I love cats. I have nothing against cats. I feel like I relate to cats more emotionally, but I just love dogs. I love dogs. They're so friendly. They're so nice. So yeah, should be a good time. Who doesn't love playing with puppies? Guys, we're going to pet puppies. No! Heck yeah.
Now I am.
Oh, you better go to eat that too?
Oh my gosh, they're so cute.
Look at him go.
Yay. Oh my god. Same. Yeah, I got it. Oh my god. Like a baby. Oh, the baby.
Oh, I got a puppy. I want a dog. Look at it.
Hi. Do you want to come play with me? No, I thought you had the toy. You guys want to like all...
Oh,
Thank you, puppy.
So I've had a pretty rough last 2 weeks emotionally, just with all the stress of school and looking for a job, and I haven't really been getting any sleep, and it's just been like weighing me down. So I've really had to be deliberate in like managing myself emotionally and just like processing through all of it. You know, there's been other stuff as well that I'm not going to go into right now. So I've been processing through all of these things just in my poetry and in music. I've been doing that so much this last couple weeks, and just like the creative flow, the writer's flow that kind of comes. You know, it's really great. Just like getting back into it. It's just really refreshing. It's been really helping me emotionally to deal with a lot of different things. I heard a psychologist once use a phrase I really like, and it was, I forget if it was either psychological hygiene or emotional hygiene. Either way, both are great. But the point that he was making was like we take care of ourselves physically with just brushing our teeth, exercising, taking showers. There's also practicals of doing that with our emotions, just to take care of our mental health. I think one of the ways I've been learning how to put it into practice is, you know, it's through my writing, it's through my poetry and music, and I think that's really important. Just like with whatever comes against us, with all the pressures of life and all the stress and worry, and one of the things to just deal with all these emotions is like we have art. You know, it's just a beautiful means to like process through, and to just have that emotional hygiene, just that outlet to like let go of all the anger and the, you know, the stress, the worry, you know, and just express express ourselves and give a voice to those feelings. And you know, we don't always get to do that, but art is just such a beautiful way to just have that whole space created to just expressing these feelings that don't normally get expressed. So I think that's a great tool. So if you're an artist of any kind, which I think everyone is, I just want to encourage you guys, just really just express yourselves, you know, experiment with different feelings and you know, whatever you do, whether it's writing stories or music, composing music, drawing, painting, poetry, anything, just to experiment with just different emotions and to really express what you're feeling. It can be really helpful, really soothing, and just take a lot of stress and a lot of that baggage that we carry. It can just takes it all off. Anyhow, guys, I think that's about it for this video today. Hope you like it. Thanks for watching. If you would subscribe, if you haven't, feel free to leave a comment below. Like it, share it, you know, do whatever.